Hi everybody and welcome to elinwolf's violin classes. Today we're going to talk about vibrato. I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make a beautiful vibrato to improve your tone. So first thing first, I'm going to show you how a vibrato sounds like. So vibrato is done by shaking my arm, shaking my wrist, and shaking a little bit of my fingers, my knuckles, and my fingers are moving. So you can see that all of those three parts, the arm, the wrist, and the fingers are moving when I'm doing my vibrato. So first step is to first put your violin arm in a straight line. Try to move only your arm, or at least mostly your arm, back and forth. So really feel your muscles, feeling that movement. And when I'm saying arm, I mean from here to here. So it's really this movement. I want to just feel that first. Second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna just move our wrist back and forth like this. Want to loosen up our wrist. And the last thing is I want you to do with each and every of your fingers, just straighten and bend your knuckles like this. So what we just did now is a little bit of an extreme, just to isolate these muscles. When we do a vibrato normally, we're going to use a little bit of all three of these parts. After we have done this silent exercise, we're going to go to next step, which is to choose the first finger. And I like to just start with the A string. And you want to choose a tempo. You can use a metronome, or you can do it without the metronome like I'm doing right now. And just choose a tempo in your head. So try to be really consistent. This is not sounding great at this point, but you want to practice to move your wrist, arm, and fingers in a consistent way. So when I feel like I have a steady tempo there, I want to do it in a double tempo. So I start with a first tempo. So that was a little faster. So what I always do is that I do each finger a slow tempo, a middle tempo, and a fast tempo. And the fast tempo is when you really, it starts to sound like a vibrato. So I'm going to do that one more time. Start with the slow, then the middle tempo, and then the fast one. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't sound great from the beginning. It is really an exercise of loosening up those joints and trying to control. If you can just do the first slow tempo for now, that's okay. It's about loosening up these muscles and get control over the movements. So when we're done with finger number 1, we go to finger number 2. I choose a high 2 on the A string. right. And maybe you have noticed that the movement is really coming from down here. It's really coming from this smaller part of the arm. And then the wrist and the fingers are a byproduct of that movement. All right, so having said that, we're going to move to our third finger, still the A string. So look here how it is really the arm that's setting the motion going. And then the other parts are just following along. So if you like today's tutorial, please click the subscribe button and also click the link to my Patreon below. I have lots and lots of tutorials and teaching materials on there. Thank you so much for watching. I see you next time.